That sounds so fake. You know what? Whatever. So this video is for those who like Twilight, and also for those people who want to know about imprinting in Twilight. Um, yeah, I'll be explaining how I would fix imprinting and the whole concept, because even diehard fans of Twilight, like me, have a little bit of a problem with imprinting. And if you don't know what that is, I suggest you Google it, and you'll basically see why it's kind of a problem in certain situations. So yeah, stay tuned. So something that I wrote that would help a lot would be people can imprint, like wolves can imprint on more than one person, and depending on like the relationship, I think that's not bad, because like if you imprint on like Jacob, he imprinted on Renesmee, and Quill imprinted on Claire, and both of the girls are babies. So in that situation, I would make it so like their imprint would be sibling like or parent to child like, and then I would have Quill and Jacob imprint on someone older later on, or like whenever, but someone else in a romantic way. Because in real life, imprinting, I don't know if a lot of you notice, but imprinting is when an animal, like we all imprint, even as babies, like human babies, animal babies, we all imprint, because the first thing that we see when we're born, like the first people that give us care, we imprint on them, so to speak, because we know that they're our parents, our caregivers, and that's a normal part of life. So imprinting does exist, and in reality, it does exist as, okay, this person is my caregiver. The baby imprints on that person that takes care of them. It doesn't have to be their parent. It could be their sibling, their sister, brother. Like, it doesn't matter. Or their aunt or grandparents. Like, it's pretty common known fact, but just so everyone is on the same page. But in Twilight, the thing is that when you imprint, it's more like, well, it's implied in the story that it's to pass on the Quileute tribe gene, and it's to make sure that the tribe survives. And that kind of makes sense, but when it's like, for me, it doesn't make sense that Jacob would imprint on a half human, half vampire, because vampires are mortal enemies to werewolves, but also Bella and Edward weren't supposed to fall in love, yet they did. So that would explain why Stephanie did that. But personally, I don't think that it would make sense to me to have mortal enemies like that. Like it's in their blood. So like Renesmee and Jacob doesn't really make a lot of sense for that reason. Okay, so I think that if Stephanie were to write another book, or if someone were to write a fan fiction, I think I would write a fan fiction about it. But I'm already working on other projects, so I will not even try to start this new one, because I need to finish what I started. Anyways, so what I would do in said book is that, like I said, Jacob has his own romantic interest, and Renesmee, she will end up, I would like for her to end up with Naul, the half vampire, half human guy that came at the end of the Breaking Dawn movie and the book, obviously. And I would have those two like meet up or whatever, and get together, and they have a happy life ever after. And we need some drama in there too. Jacob is protective of Renesmee, but not because he's in love with her. It's because, like an older brother, he doesn't want her to be hurt, and he doesn't know like about Naul. Let's say like Naul is a little bit, I don't know. Jacob just doesn't like him because, I don't know. Anyways, that's another story idea for myself or whatever. Um. So yeah. Let me see. What else would I do? The thing I would like to point out is that Stephanie almost did make it like Jacob was gonna be like a second father figure. Like she could have gone with that if it hadn't been for the last scene in Breaking Dawn 2 where Alice sees them together. I mean, like they weren't kissing or anything, but like it is very implied that obviously they have Renesmee and Jacob end up together. So what I would have done is like I would obviously we can't make a new version or anything, but like I would make it so like in future releases or something they could add a little scene where Renesmee and her actress Mackenzie Foy does a little bit where she's with Noel and with Jacob and with whoever Jacob falls in love with. Oh, and another thing, I didn't think this video would go on for so long, but hey, it's my TikTok. I can make it. Whatever. Anyways, I was gonna add that Leah Clearwater, she can imprint. Like in my I don't know if this is canon. I don't think it is cuz I read the books. And I don't remember. I haven't read anything that talks about it, but we do know that if Leah was able to carry on the gene and she's a wolf, she turns into a wolf, then somebody would have imprinted on her already. And I think that's true. I think that's true, but Sam wasn't the one for her. That's why there's more than one soulmate, okay? So like in the book I would have made it so like yeah, Sam didn't imprint on her, but and neither did Jacob or any of the guys that we met there yet. But someone else does imprint on Leah, and if the fact that they made it so that she couldn't be imprinted on was because humans change when they're growing a baby, which is why vampires can't reproduce like that. Usually. What's I gonna say? So what I would do is I would make Leah. I mean, not just Leah, but any girl wolf that has the gene to shapeshift, I would make it so that they don't shapeshift until they're like for their pregnancy. Like they can be pregnant either as a human or as a wolf, but they can't phase during those 9 months. Or like depending on if she was a wolf and she got pregnant, then I would make it so that she's pregnant for the amount of time it would take a normal dog to be born. Or maybe since they're supernatural, it'll take a little bit longer than 9 months or a little bit less than 9 months. I don't know. I'm just putting that idea out there. I really think imprinting is not a bad thing. I think it's really cool subject in the sense that someone is gonna take care of another person and it's just like a soulmate thing. Like I think it's very cute, but it's not cute the way it came out in the actual movies and the actual books. Just to put that out there, I did not know the concept of like waiting for a kid to grow up so they could be with them. I did not understand that concept when these books came out and when I read them and whatever. But since all the knowledge of what's been going on and everything that has been happening recently and back before, I understand why people are so mad. What I would do is like, make it so that if you're a baby or a child and your imprinter is older, I mean, like if they're the same age, then yes, they can imprint on you, and it could be a lover imprinting. But I would make imprinting specifically classified as lover, brother, sister, protector, friend. Like separate love from how many, like the age for the age thingy. And also I would make sure that would add also that you can imprint on more than one person. So yeah, that's my video and I'm running out of time, so bye. Thank you for watching if you did. See ya.